The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here come the Patriots to take over on offense.
They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 22 carries, 105 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
Jones throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Brooklyn?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on. There is a flag down.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Now Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have in that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. A good pickup there, 22. To throw again. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. He completes it to Henry.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Herbert now.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This is intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Patriot defense has a touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive.
And they have the game here followed by on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago.
18 carries, 70 yards, and a touchdown. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They put a lot of effort into game playing, establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
And Walker with it over the middle. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And under pressure, they got him again. Matt Judon has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Interesting move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Jones, and caught by Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the 1st half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
No, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they should wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now. But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Jones throw there complete to Myers. Finding room at midfield. Down the right sideline. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Back to Walker on first down.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
He's brought down by Jabril Peppers. 19 yards on the play. Brings up second down.
On second down, it's Walker.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
The Chargers hit 9-3 here on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Miles Boykin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make our score 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it's Miles Boykin who caps it with a touchdown reception.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it will come out to the 25. New England's offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, Eckler. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Throwing again on second and 10. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So out come the Chargers.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to hide behind his big guys up front and be able to surge forward and pick up the first down.
And he gets this to Thornton. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Miles Boykin as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This taken in at the goal line. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing and run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Third and long, it's Herbert.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 42. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On first down, Justin Herbert. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And now look at him go. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And the tight end goes in motion left. They run again with Walker. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now it's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Christian Watson
from 6 yards away.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So that one an 8-play drive that spans 75 yards.
And it was was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Running on 1st down, Eckler.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing Jones. On the screen, this is Eckler. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Now Jones. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He finds Watson complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. And it's caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Walker trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Here's Herbert to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder.
Hopkins' kick is good.
And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest to this fourth quarter. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Looking to throw. Jones.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game.
Now Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Jacoby Myers, 44 yards. And the Patriots have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
It is good.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Herbert and the Chargers
Down by 7. A minute 39 to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score.
Herbert to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Herbert going to throw.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A pickup of 27, and they pick.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Throwing, Herbert.
And Sharp calls it in. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
Herbert. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Now Herbert. He's got Thornton working the sideline.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 24 yards.
And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied.
Final minute of play.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Jones. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's Eckler again, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
On 3rd down, here's is Eckler. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game. 2nd and 7.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you get bad ones, sometimes you get great ones, and that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, we're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime. What type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown, or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked on all the way through that's going to give you the play we saw to win the game? Because I know everyone's thinking that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
So for the Chargers, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New England, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit it, live in a Luna, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn up